There's a fence in between the officers and the autistic kid. I do believe in the analysis we literally mentioned the fence.
Yeah.
About 6 times. Non-lethal should and must have been used.
We said that too.
Okay. I think the officers were too trigger happy. Okay. I'm yet to find why you're coming on me.
Phrasing.
The Filster Enigma is a revolutionary holster chassis system that completely divorces your holster and gun from your clothing, giving you unprecedented concealment whether in sweatpants or formal wear. It attaches to your AIWB holster via the wing and allows incredible flexibility for your concealed carry. Get yours at the link below.
It's strange that I came across this video. Hey man, blame YouTube. I have an autistic son. He just turned 17, and lately I've been worried about something like this happening. Amen, Carolyn. My son isn't aggressive or nonverbal. He is, however, 6'2" and about 350. This is our young man, Cody.
Yeah.
The giant ginger. He's a loving, gentle boy, but people don't see him that way if they don't know him. Yeah, when he's big, Cody is usually kind of gentle every once in a while, as long as he's getting his way. I worry something could happen that he may get blamed for. I mean, amen. And this is the real life of parents of real human beings of inestimable value who live in this life. I worry about this. I don't even live with Cody, and I worry about this every day.
Yeah.
And you know, he goes off, and God bless him, man. He's 20 years old, and you know, he goes off to his you know, he's got what do you guys like a care facility? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A developmental facility.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a job right now, but he has recently, you know, been going to work, and you're like, man, you just worry that something gets out of hand and he gets pissed off. And next thing you know, the cops show up and shit like this goes down. Pardon my French. I'm sorry, Mrs. Widener. Please forgive me. I love you. And I know my mouth, please.
We're all angry tonight.
I know. I'm just all
we
frustrated.
all chose violence. This is Joe's fault. We all chose violence.
Joe, I blame you.
Is there a happier video with happier comments we can move on to, or are we just? Is this just going to be our? Is this our?
Yeah,
lot?
I feel you, Carolyn.
Night.
This what I want folks to see is, and I love Joe that you chose this comment. That I think this is the lived experience of people caring for a loved one who is autistic. You know, and again, autism spectrum disorder, ASD. Okay, and there's some stigma for calling it a disorder. Okay, people with autism, people who are neurodivergent, and there's a lot of different neurodivergences out there. I am not an expert in this, but I am a subject matter enthusiast, for it affects me very personally. They're on a significant spectrum from, hey man, I just process things differently, and my sense, you know, I sensory process things different, to I will need help to function my whole life. You know, and for those folks with that kind of profound needs, this is their lived experience. This is what they get to deal with every day. Every day.
Yep.
And as hard as the video is to watch, I hope that it helped Carolyn think through and maybe come up with some mitigating actions that she could take between now and then. There's no guarantee of safety, but like we talked about earlier, establishing maybe a relationship with the police department.
Yeah.
This type of thing used to really be my worst nightmare when we were dealing with more explosive behavior a few years ago, because I'm significantly smaller than my son is. And it was just such a fear that we would be out in public and get involved in something that was a little bit, you know, hands-on, not really violent as much as, but it could look like I was in real trouble. For somebody that really didn't know what was happening. And so my biggest fear was that someone would step in and try to help me out of the goodness of their heart, and yet make the situation so much worse. So you certainly can't prevent every possibility or every tragedy, but seeing things like this can maybe help you at least think through some things, and what are some actions or things that I can do that might at least mitigate some of this in the future. So I hope this helped Carolyn, and I hope that it helps other parents that are watching to kind of think through what happens when people that don't understand your life are watching from the outside in, and they could very well be very good-hearted people that want nothing. I'm certain that the person that called this one in wanted nothing but, you know, people to be safe and there to be a good outcome, and thought he was doing the right thing. But sometimes we don't really know what's happening, but we can at least try to think it through, make a game plan when we're not in the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, the sailor is really coming out, John. I was in construction even before I was a sailor. People say, John, you curse like a sailor. No, I was a sailor. Y'all curse like me. I'm a role model. Same thing here. Baraccio Roundstone. You guys realize people can throw knives, right? I don't even like these cops, but this was 100% justified and necessary. I mean, yeah, John Wick can throw a kitchen knife and like stick it in some guy's head and, like be like, whoa, kung fu, whoa, but exactly. You're watching too much movies, man. And
take a knife outside and throw it at a tree or something big and wide. And if
Neil,
you can make
I
it
think
stick,
this is an extra video for you on the range, bro. I think you got to go. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna set up a cardboard target, and I'm gonna throw a bunch of. Oh, God forbid, bro. Have Cody do it. Oh shoot.
Oh no. Oh, he would love that too.
Yeah.
All right, Natalie.
You think you can hit this from 10 yards away with a knife?
Can I use the corporate card to buy some knives stuff? Is that cool? I'm gonna buy some throwing knives and some cardboard.
This is a terrible idea. Forget I said it. I'm so sorry.
I'm totally doing it. I'm totally doing it. I got to figure out how to get the timing in there because I got to have a start and a stop time. So we'll have to figure that out. But I'm gonna.
Oh boy. Yeah, I definitely. So Orange Cat. Oh, cool. The cat has joined the cat, and an orange cat too. So remember, orange cats are a special breed. I definitely think this is one of those awful but lawful situations. It's certainly awful, and I doubt. I would be shocked if any of the officers face charges here. Given the totality here, I would be shocked. I wouldn't surprise me if the family got paid, and they probably should. I do feel like the officers could have done more to secure the scene and use non-lethal, considering there was a fence between them. Yep. But again, he does have a deadly weapon. And it's actively a threat. So I think it was justified shooting. However, I'm not sure this was the only option. And that's what makes it ugly. There were other options here. What's that, Mike?
That's the most reasonable comment I've seen so far.
The orange cat is the prudent person in the room.
It's always, my daughter has a bunch of cats. It's always the orange one. That's what she tells me. It's always the orange one.
Always the orange cat. I'm telling you. That was a very prudent comment. Powell Poker. This is insane. No reason to shoot at all. European armed officers would not have killed this man. Total overreaction. I'd argue a citizen doing this exact same thing would face murder charges. I don't think a citizen doing the same thing probably would for the exact same reasons.
In Europe,
I have a joke here about the fact that we haven't cared about the European opinion on our use of force since at least the late 18th century. And the next time the Germans want you, we will let them have you. So if I'm going to choose violence, I'm just going big. Let's just go for it. Let's do it.
If it's going to be that way tonight, let's just lean into it.
Oh,
but
boy.
no, I agree with you, John, too. I think I think a private citizen would get a pass on that shooting as well. And it's just a really, really messy situation. I don't think it's because they were cops that there was, that they didn't face any charges. It's just a messy, messy situation.
Yeah. I mean, imagine that citizen who called it in. If that guy was a concealed carrier and was imprudent enough to go, I'm going to go get involved here. We'd always recommend, not to do that. But he just decides I'm going to go get involved because I see a guy threatening a bunch of people with a knife. So I just run over there and draw my CCW gun, tell him to put the knife down and shoot him because of what I saw. You're going to hire a lawyer, and then that lawyer's going to go, yeah, man, you're not filing charges on this because of what he saw. And the DA is going to go, you're right. It's just the way it works. All right, Edward Clayton, 4455. Come on, John. I'm reading it mad.
Yep.
Reasonable. Come on, John. There's a fence in between the officers and the autistic kid. I do believe in the analysis we literally mentioned the fence.
Yeah.
About 6 times. Non-lethal should and must have been used.
We said that too.
Okay. I think the officers were too trigger happy. Okay. I'm yet to find why you're coming on me. That sounded gross. Wait a minute.
Phrasing.
Are we not
phrasing? We're just done with
Sorry,
phrasing.
Mrs. Widener.
Straight up, some really ignorant comments tonight. Yeah. Straight up cowardice move. I mean, they do high five each other back at the station saying, yeah, we got that kid behind the safety of the fence with autism who kept tripping over himself and falling down, who really didn't know how to swing a knife. Yeah, we really showed that disabled kid. Pat on backs. Let's go get a beer, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened.
Yeah, I guarantee you that's not what happened. I guarantee you that what went down after this is once they figured out what was going on here, that there was probably a lot of heavy drinking that night.
But it wasn't together.
No, it wasn't together. It was a bunch of guys sitting in their living room by themselves after shift, and their shift commander going, okay, let's engage the support services here because we got a bunch of guys who are regretting their life choices right now.
Yeah.
So
I've
this
been
commenter
around a bunch
didn't
of-
really get anything right. He didn't
No.
represent the analysis correctly. He didn't represent what the officers were doing. I mean, it's just wrong on every level. He should have tried watching it maybe with the sound on a couple of times if he needed to.
Yeah,
Before
maybe-
commenting.
That's a perfect reply. Maybe watch
watch
it
it
with the
muted.
sound on next time.
Real quick, I've been around a bunch of different officers and agents and deputies who've been in shootings, and their life has changed forever, regardless of the circumstance. It could be the most righteous shoot of all time, straight up bad guy about to kill them with a gun, and they shot him because they absolutely had to. There was no other choice in the world, and their lives are changed forever and not for the better.